Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutations unto the elect. And I was just meditating on a topic, which is you don't have as much time as you think you do. And I was thinking about this dude a couple months ago. He was in GMS a couple months back. This dude, he was in the Carolina, the Charlotte camp. And the dude said that he wanted to take a month off from making videos. All right. And, you know, that's putting, he wanted to take a month off to do videos to study for a new job. All right. To get a promotion. All right. And that's basically putting the Lord on the back burner. All right. Because at the end of the day, you know, you still got to do the work. We've been given the Holy Spirit. All right. We've been given this knowledge to feed the sheep. And here it is. We're at the end. And I was just thinking about this dude now. He, and this was a couple months ago. And now look where we are. All right. On the cups of World War III. On the cups of an energy lockdown. On the cups of shit hitting the fan. And a couple months ago, this dude was talking about he want to get a fucking new job. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to do better for yourself. That's not what I'm saying. Because we still have to maneuver in this world. But not at the expense of not feeding the sheep. It can't happen that way. That cannot be so. All right. And you got to have plenty of guys that, you know, for whatever reason, guys that were in this truth, or guys that are, you know, they stopped doing the work, guys that got all type of excuses, man. This ministry is not full of excuses. This is not an excuse ministry. All right. Now, here it is. This dude should be scared shitless right now. You know, not because he's because of you not being a GMS. It's not the reason. Right. You got people that are trying to advance themselves in this world. And look at what's about to go down. The scriptures speak about having discernment, man. Can you not discern the signs of the times? I'm not going to put myself in a position where, you know, where a job is going to take up too much of my time. Because we have shit to do, man. And it's not shit. It's, you know, we got things to do. So why would you put yourself in a position where, you know, because certain jobs, you know, you got to know what's good for. Certain jobs, you know, will completely mentally exhaust you. They will completely throw you out of the spirit, and you know, it's just exhausting. And I you know, as men of the Lord, there are certain jobs that we just can't get. Now, certain brothers got a different portion of faith, and they're able to deal with certain very high stressing jobs. All right. But, you know, and this is not mainly talking about a job. It goes with anything, man. It goes with a woman. It goes with anything. Look at where we're at now. Does it look like the time to be fucking around? All right. Luke 14:16. It says, then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many. And he sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. All right. It's time for the great supper. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee have me excused. Now's not the time to be excused from the great. You've been invited by the king to the supper. You've been invited to the feast, which is a great honor. Verse 19, and another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. See, they're giving different excuses. All right. You know, your woman, she want to spend time with you, but it's the Passover. There is no excuses. We got things to do. Your job wants you to work a double. Man, it's Passover, man. I got invited to do some shit at work today on the Passover day. I told my boss straight up, I ain't going. I got things to do, man. You know, of course, you know, you use wisdom. You tell them, hey, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to make it, man. You know, you tell your woman, nah, we can't do this. I got things to do. All right? You got things to do, man. You got things to do. You got places to be and people to see. We can't be like these people, man. There ain't gonna be no excuse when Yahushua gets back. There ain't gonna be no round table sit down. My son, you have done this. What do you have to say for yourself? No. And it says, verse 21, so that the servant came and shewed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, who's the Lord, Yahushua, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city and bring in hither the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out to the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. Right? That's what we're doing. We got things to do. It says, for I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Okay? We want to taste of the Lord's Supper. We want to be a part of the first resurrection. We want to be a part of this thing, man. Like the brothers be saying, it's only going to happen once. You can make excuses at work, man. The excuses go to your job. The excuses go to your woman. The excuses don't go to Yahushua. They don't go to Yahushua. Right? And he said, for I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden, which were called to come to the supper, shall taste of my supper. That's a terrible thing, man. Because you got things. So since the things that you think are more important, the Lord said, okay, bet. If the king invited you, then shit, you got to attend. Oh yeah, man, I'm trying to study for this new job, you know, and I need a month off. What the fuck are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about? Of course you need a job, but goddamn. Yeah, you know my job, man. Fuck that job. This shit. Oh, hey, look, you need a job. That's not what I'm saying. If you can't, you know, that's why the scriptures say, man, you gotta be content sometimes, man. Right? You just gotta have discernment, man. If why would you want to pick up another job or, you know, you doing extra shit? You know, this shit about to hit the fan. This shit, the Oracle just laid off 30,000 employees. with a single email the other day. 30,000 employees. This is not a fucking game, man. You know, Oracle is a good company to work for. You want to get up high in these fucking positions, and man, these people about to lay all these people off these white collar positions. AI about to take all these positions, man. Verse 26, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brother and sister, and his own life, he cannot be my disciple. He cannot be my disciple. There were certain people that wanted to walk with Yahushua. Yahushua told them no. Everybody can't be Yahushua's disciple, man. Everybody's not willing to say, fuck it. Fuck what? What I'm reading, man. Fuck that, man. Fuck that job. You know, hey, my wife, they got to wait. Everything got to wait. Yahushua got to come first, man. All our forefathers did it. Peter did it. Abraham did it. And they were blessed greatly after that, man. All right, I say this, the Lord just want to see what you're going to do. He want to see if you're going to do it. You know, the Lord put us in positions sometimes where he just want to see if we're going to, and he'll still bless you. But he just want to see what you're going to do. Like he did to Abraham. Yeah, go kill Isaac. Go sacrifice him. And guess what? The Lord just wanted to see if he was willing to do it. And you think it's no different with us? So, hey, man, this ain't written for no reason. We got all the motivation in the world. It's over. This society is circling the drain. We see it. Look, there is no more a golden age of great America. I get it. This is not the same America. I get it. If you think that you're going, but it's all still vanity anyway. This ain't the 50s, the 40s. Verse 27, and whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. For which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and count up the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. Less happily, after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that beheld him began to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Right? So we got to be able to finish. And everything that's in our way is basically a distraction. Right? Family is your wife and your children. It's a beautiful thing, man. The Lord has blessed you. You got a wife and a child. Right? But at the end of the day, you know, we're going back to the old ways, man. To the old customs. This is what America did to us. Men in the ancient world built off of purpose. And if the Lord wants you to, the woman to follow, the woman to follow us anyway. If the Lord wants her to stay, she'll stay. If not, whatever, dude. I mean, it's 2026. None of you brothers should be all bent out of shape for a woman. You know, none of you. Nobody should be bent out of his shape. We about to get out all these women. Verse 33, jumping down. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he have, he cannot be my disciple. Right? We got to do. We got things to do. We got. Hey, and you brothers that have put Yahushua first. Oh boy, Yahushua, he say he gonna pay you back. He gonna pay you back, man, and some. And we about to get paid back. We about to get our reward. You brothers that been fighting, you got brothers that were in the NFL, man. Brothers that were in high positions in this world. Forsake that thing, man. Why? Because they have foresight. Foresight, man. What our forefathers had. Foresight. Faith, which is a manly trait. Faith is a very manly trait. Seeing things that you, being able to believe in something that you can't see. How manly is that? That's very manly when you meditate on it. Women gotta see things or they don't believe it. That's women. Women, they love tangible things. Children, love tangible things. They want to see it. It's just something manly about just believing in something that you can't physically see. It really is power. It's a supernatural power to do that. Right? So bless the eyes for they see, man. Okay, we got things to do. We got things to do. All right, we almost done though. We almost done. All right, Lord willing, this is the last Passover. We almost done, man. The disciples, they didn't preach forever. All right, there was an end to their ministry. There was an end to their walk. All right, this not just we're not just going to keep preaching in America. America's going to be destroyed, man. And a prophet, it means to say before it happens, and it's about to happen. So with that, shalom.